Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly. You know, it always can't be good news. You know that? So I've got an interesting one for you today. And eggs, surcharge. It's crazy. You know, business is a mess right now. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And have you ever been to a delicious Waffle House? I was in Florida a few years ago and got to experience the Waffle House uh, experience, and it was awesome, man. I'm telling you, cast of characters, great food, people yelling at each other in the restaurants. Those are the people that work there too. I'm not talking about the customers. I'm talking about people furious with each other that work there. Well, the Waffle House just announced. Think about this: they're going to add a surcharge for every egg of 50 cents a piece. Is that nuts, guys? That's crazy. Now, think about this. They sell 275 million eggs a year. Hello. I mean, that's okay. I mean, well over $130 million that they could take in with the egg surcharge. And this is because of the bird flu. So eggs have gone through the roof. You know it's wild. Think about it. They sell 275 million eggs. They only sell 124 million waffles. Okay, the stuff that's just spinning through my head, guys. I'm telling you. So crazy, absolutely crazy. So with that, they're going to start charging a surcharge for this, guys. This is insane. This is where it gets too expensive to go eat out because people go out and they go, I'm just going to have eggs and toast and not have meat because I can't afford the bacon or the ham or the steak or anything else, so they go without. This is nuts, guys. It's nuts. So 2,100 locations of the Waffle House, which floored me. I had no idea they had that many locations. Have you guys eaten at a Waffle House? I mean, it is an experience of all experiences, and I love it myself. Okay, I love a cast of characters. You know what I mean? And it's great. Next thing is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola had a recall. What do you think? Coke, Fanta, some of their Minute Maid products may have chlorate. Chlorate. Where have I heard that from? Well, it comes from the chlorine family, and it's a cleaning agent. And if you have a thyroid issue, it could hurt you. If you're old and if you're a baby, it could hurt you. So imagine not being able to have kids because you drank a Coca-Cola or something. I mean, it's just extreme, but a very, very, again, you could have an auto recall every day. You could have a food recall every day. This is where it gets insane day after day after day after day. So what's next, guys? What's next? Just don't eat that crap. That's what it gets down to with Coca-Cola and things like that. Um, Barclays Bank last weekend had a shutdown with their IT department. Now, here's the best thing. I got to give these guys credit for this because they had a shutdown. People couldn't access their account. People couldn't make payments. People would log in and see the wrong balance in their accounts. Some people had a zero balance, which after a life of work, you would be freaking out for this. But Barclays Bank issued an apology already. It's down below, but there's a tax period that they have in the UK. And the first day to make that payment is January 31st, which was last Friday when this debacle started. So, like 99% of us, when do you pay that tax bill? At the last possible second. Because as you're cursing those people, you press send, right? That's how we all do it. So, needless to say, these people got shut down and had no access to their money. Now, Barclays stepped forward. Barclays did the right thing. If you had any late payments, if you were charged any fees, we're going to pay it. I mean, that's beautiful, guys. That is something you just do not see when it comes to these big businesses. So good job, Barclays, for that, because you just don't see that anymore. So again, does it take away your aggravation? No. Have people written and said, hey, I want to be compensated for this. Compensated for what? The aggravation of seeing a zero balance in your bank account? What's that worth? Why don't you sue us? And the Brits said it with a much more dignified, regal way of speaking over some guy from Southern California. So with that being said, no, We're not just going to give people money for free, but if you were wronged, we're going to fix it, which is nice. Okay? So let me know about this. Did you guys hear about the surcharge for eggs? That is insane, guys, because everything's gone up right now. Nothing is good. You have to watch everything that we put in our mouths right now. And now, it's eggs as a surcharge. Let me know what you think so far. Now, another day, another set of layoffs. This one now in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Modine, the manufacturing company, is going to lay off 150 people. Again, guys, this stuff is horrible when they have to announce this. These warn issues, when you have, more than 100 employees, you're going to start laying people off. You have to give them 60 days notice, which is great. But hey, guys, everybody's leaving in 2025, another 150 people. If you want to buy something really cheap right now, office buildings. Here's one for you. Minneapolis office tower. And thank you, Dr. Marvin, for sending me this one. It sold for $6.25 million. Now, again, beautiful, 960,000 square feet. It's a 31-story office building that was originally built in the year 2000. So it's basically a modern building, okay? Now, here's the thing about this, guys, that's crazy. It sold last for $200 million. So it sold at a 97% discount. Wow. Who's in that building? Who's paying their rent in that building? I'm telling you, I would negotiate everything on that. I mean, you can't tolerate this, guys. But 97% discount? Come on, this is getting nuts, guys. So you're going to see this more and more right now. The commercial space is a mess. Yes, they're telling people to go back to the office, but not fast enough. And the thing about it, here's what's the worst part about going back to the office, is that the people that have contacted me and said, yeah, we're forced to go back to the office, the sandwich shop downstairs is gone, the dry cleaners is gone, the nail salon that I used to like to go to on Thursdays has closed up. You don't have the same infrastructure. You don't have the same community that you had 3 and 4 and 5 years ago. Think about this, guys. A lot's changed in the last 4 and 5 years. You haven't seen anything yet, but when you see office buildings go for a 97% discount, this is insane, guys. It's absolutely nuts. The beginning of the end for all of this. So let me know what you think about this, guys, because more people want to cut back. I know more people that are laying off people right now than I do hiring, to say the least. Have you guys heard about these websites that list class actions? Like, for example, there's one of them right now for Capital One Bank. Capital One Bank had a disruption late last year, early this year, where people couldn't access their accounts, and they blew everybody off. It didn't offer them anything, didn't offer much of an explanation either. So on January 22nd, a man named Mr. Cepeda filed a suit, and they want class action status for all the Capital One members for this. The lawyers make out on this, guys, big time. But would you guys be interested in it? You can read the story below, but does that interest you to see these different class actions that are out there, and if you can be part of them? Again, I've seen people join these and make a lot of money. I've seen people join these and just get literally, hey, here's your check for $5.68. So let me know if you guys want to see this. Do not forget that we have a private channel called iAllegedly Live. You can sign up at iAllegedly.tv, and what it is it's uncensored content, all the things that we cannot talk about here and other places, and it's fantastic. I love doing it, and it's really popular, and it's taken off, and we post a lot of content on there, so check it out today. Have you guys been following Doge and the money that they've uncovered that we've spent from our government? It's insane. $2.1 million on K-cups, for cinnamon K-cups for the IRS. One agency had $600,000 in sushi last year. Man, that's a party that I want to go to. Just crazy. But there's a lot more to cover with that, and I'll cover that later. There has been no meeting with Trump and Putin scheduled yet, which is fascinating. They're trying to get a summit between the two, and that hasn't been arranged yet. And one thing that's funny is that, Canada bent the knee, and so did Mexico, but Beijing came back and they said, we're upset, and we're going to start, taxing your coal, giving a tariff to your coal and to your liquefied natural gas. Also, guys, think about this. Brands like Louis Vuitton, not Louis Vuitton, but Calvin Klein, they're caught up in the middle of this. They're going to have to pay a fortune for this stuff. So, oh well, you're going to pay more for those designer jeans. But here's the funny thing. Uh, China says that they're going to open up an investigation on Google for monopolistic practices. Guys, Google is illegal there. So it's like, even if they were a monopoly, you can't use Google in China. So I don't understand that. Explain it to me, guys, if you can, because it's absolutely insane that they came up with that one. So it's been a very, very interesting 2 weeks in our government and in everything. Pam Bondi yesterday got approved to be Attorney General, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens next, guys. So wait and see, guys. Wait and see. Just a quick video for you guys today. Couple things. Google has stepped forward in offering really romantic packages for people to leave. I mean, it is just stellar. We want you to leave. You want to take the severance package. It is crazy. Now, one thing that we've heard about is the governments. It's like these government employees. There's been 20,000 people that have agreed to take the early retirement and leave rather than go back to the office. You mean work like the rest of us do? I mean, think about this, guys. All I do is work, okay? All I do. My friends, it's funny, my agent and I spoke really late one night because I knew you'd be up working, so I knew I could call you. Certain things, I'm constantly doing stuff. These people just want to sit there and watch Jerry Springer reruns and hang out. But 20,000 people took this exit package so they wouldn't work under this current administration. You can think that's crazy. You can think it's great. You can think whatever, but you're going to start to see people cut back. Where can we trim the fat? It's with the employees. That's the biggest thing. It's paying these people a fortune and they don't want to work. Get rid of them. Bye. Don't show up. I mean, it's really weird. There's some people that enjoy working. Like, I'm one of them. And you can ask people during a job interview, hey, what's your work ethic like? Oh, I love to work. And then you find out that this is the guy that's constantly late. The only thing he's ever been on time for was that job interview. And it's just a mess. It's funny. With AI, we talked about the AI getting your bank accounts shut down. My buddy Mike had talked about employees and people's jobs and inventory. I have a friend in manufacturing. By the end of summer, they're going to have an AI program that's going to basically babysit every single employee that works there to make sure that they're doing their job. And bye, bing, bing, bing. But what about manufacturing? It's like 75% of their sales comes from these two products. Imagine if you knew when you were going to run out of material and you think it's going to be like April or May, but you find out it's early March. Uh-oh, that's what AI is going to do for people. So, busy week, a lot more to cover. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know when you guys start receiving the gifts and stuff in the mail. Send us those videos. We'd all love to see it. hello@iallegedly.com is the email address, and I will see you guys very soon.